Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. Probably my last video from Hawaii. I'll be traveling back home this weekend, but I went to a nice luau, and your boy went and won a couple of lays. Don't ask what I did for these. All right, so are they back together? Are Maurissa and Riley back together? I'm getting so many DMs from people saying that they've got proof that they're back together. I don't buy it. Let's check it out. All right, and by the way, May 12th, I have a stand-up show in North Hollywood. Also, May 2nd, I have a stand-up show in North Hollywood, and I'll be live streaming my birthday, May 2nd, 2 p.m. Pacific time. If you guys want to just join us and you kind of hang out, and if you want more non-Bachelor content, I've got so much to talk about with the Amber Heard Johnny Depp story. So go check that out on the Dave Neal Show. All right, and as you guys see, look, I've made a ton of videos about this. Maurissa and Riley broken up. Demi says there's more to the story. Official statement coming this week. Relationship recovery. But then Maurissa Gunn liked his Instagram. Maurissa deletes Riley. Toxic love. I mean, one thing after another, right? Well, Maurissa posted this yesterday on a date. Kinda nervous. And then it's a photo of the guy's arm. Now, what's important here is the bracelet. Bracegate. Brace yourself. This is what's important. And, the next photo is of Riley. So there's Riley right there. There he is with a baseball. Because he's a player. Just kidding. And there he is. So this bracelet is... Oh, I have a business degree, folks. This is what I'm doing in my life. This bracelet is being compared to this bracelet. Now, when we zoom in, I don't know if you guys have the same forensic lighting that I have here, but I'm seeing different beads. Every other bead, I'm seeing some sort of dark brown, and it almost looks like a chocolate, colored bead, and then like a titanium smaller one than that, then titanium. So as far as I'm concerned, these are completely different bracelets. So I mean, Riley might have different bracelets, but we can't possibly. I mean, if we want to look at what do we have here? A dirty what is that? There's pulp on the what is this, a martini with lemonade? There's like a pulpy thing happening there. We can't. We see some lemon wedges in the background. Maybe they were having fish and chips. Who really knows, folks? We can't really tell anything else that's going on here. They're not leaving us any clues. If I was in my home studio, I'd be playing the X-Files music. What is this little thing over here? You know what I mean? I'm looking for clues. There's some art on the wall. To be quite honest, I'm sure just judging by this art that's on the wall, we could find out where she was. But I think that's a little creepy, so we don't need to go for that. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, no evidence so far that they're back together. Although, she did say on a date, kinda nervous, ... So if the date was rekindling with Riley, then of course you would understand the tongue-in-cheek, oh, we're so nervous, Anyway, I don't think it's happening, although I wish them both well in their goings-on. Some of the comments, the restaurant location was in Boston, and Riley is currently in New York City, so I think kind of doubtful, although the New York City to Boston commute isn't really that far. And then people said, nope, not a thing. Some of you want it to be Riley so bad, I don't think it's him. And then, of course, other people had said the same thing that I said, which was, these are different bracelets. And then let's get to one more article that we have here. I say article loosely. My voice is gone, guys. I was, it's been a long week. It's been a good week, but a long week. Vacations are always exhausting. And because of the time difference here, I'm making my content at night versus in the past where I've made my content in the morning, because I'm 6 or 7 hours west of the East Coast time zone. If I wake up to make content in the morning, the day's already gone. So we're making it at night. So it's Thursday night here and Friday morning for you guys. So Tammy posted this, just a separate video we'll discuss real quickly. I'm starting to realize I have never dealt with my childhood traumas, and now it's reflecting back into my adult life. I have such an unhealthy relationship with money because I'm so afraid of being basically homeless again. I'm constantly stressing out about money and working because I've always been on this fight or flight mode since I was 14. I'm constantly go, 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 so I'm not sure how to deal with being still now that I have the luxury to do so. I constantly feel like I'm not doing enough, or I could always be doing more, and although that is what makes me so driven, excuse me, it's mentally exhausting. I tend to always keep my emotions to myself and bottled up, which is causing me to have these explosive panic attacks because my body can only hold so much, to a point where I couldn't cry in months. Last night I took a long night drive and just blast sad girl music and bawled. It felt so good because physically it let me release. I pride myself on being this independent, badass, hardworking woman, but I need to understand it's okay to not always be the strongest in the room. I think that's something we all feel, Tammy, and I'm glad she posted this because I too understand. I mean, as you guys know, I've talked about my channel here in a lot of the numbers and the success of the last year. And, you know, in the past, I've had side jobs to stay afloat. And, like, you never know when you're on vacation, when your next check's coming, and when work's going to be booked. And I've worked so many different jobs where you get a call the night before, like, hey, you're working tomorrow. Like, so much uncertainty. So that now that I've got what for me is a good thing, a good paycheck, good Google, YouTube, this is good. A good thing's happening. I don't want to let it go. So for me, my own sort of psychology, I've had people say, hey, Dave, you're on vacation. Take the week off. And I go, well, that's easy for you to say. But when you're a freelancer, when nothing's guaranteed tomorrow, it's hard to do that. Now, I come up with a happy medium. I spend two to 3 hours a day making content, and I spend the rest of the day hiking a magic waterfall. By the way, let's see if we can pull up, just for fun here, let's see if we can pull up this waterfall I went to today. Hold on here. Where's my, let's go to my Instagram. So I was very excited. We hiked through a bamboo forest. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, that was my my drink from earlier. Here it is. Let's have a watch. Wow. We just hiked up a Oh, really? It's not going to beautiful waterfall. And now we're exhausted. And it turns out you have to actually hike back. So that wasn't on the info on All Trails. All Trails. We are in a bamboo forest. Look at these bamboos. Getting bamboozled. This is great, isn't it? Yeah. My luau. Going to our first luau. Anyway, what does this have to do with Tammy's post? The point is I get the childhood traumas and the not knowing, when to relax. We live in a world right now. If you're Tammy's age or my age, if you're in your 20s or 30s, we graduated from college and hit a recession, and then a housing market this, and a bubble that, and a pandemic. I mean, it's been hard in the housing market's just insane. So no one that I know feels any certainty whatsoever. So when Tammy speaks of like saying, I've had 6 jobs and I run nonstop, I totally get it. I totally understand. And good on her for realizing that she can take a little bit of a break when she needs to. And I'm going to do just that this weekend. And I'll be going live on Monday for my birthday, 2 p.m. Pacific. I've got a show Monday night at the Haha Cafe in North Hollywood Comedy Club. And then, as I said before, I've got my show that I hope to be a monthly show, which will be Dave, Neal, and Friends. And that is going to be in Burbank, May 12th. That will sell out, so try to get tickets. It's a small venue. It'll be a ton of fun, doing a lot of time. Anyway, go to Instagram at DNeals for more content. I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye, everybody.